Hey guys, welcome to Fit for the Road. This is my daily diary of things that I am eating while I am traveling. So let me just give you kind of a rundown of the day on Monday. Monday was a travel day. I had a 6 a.m. flight that took me from Cleveland to Atlanta, and then I had about an hour layover, and then Atlanta to Austin, which is where I'm at now. So the food that I'm going to talk about today is kind of a standard for me when I travel, especially when I go to different Delta lounges or I'm on airplanes, things to avoid, stuff like that. So woke up, had breakfast. The first thing when I was at my house, I cooked up a couple their Nature's Basket spinach and feta chicken sausage. So nice sized sausages, pretty thick. They're not like breakfast sausages. They're actually a pretty good size sausage. And for 2 of those, it was 3 points. So tons of protein, kept me full, healthy. It was easy. Just threw them in the microwave because, again, I'm leaving the house. You know, I have to be at the airport by between 4 and 4:30 because I have baggage. So I needed something that was super quick. So cooked those up and I was good to go. I also had, once I actually got to the airport, I went and stopped at the lounge and got a little bit of eggs and some fruit. So just to get you up to speed, had breakfast at home, got to the airport, made it to the lounge in Atlanta, and had some eggs, some cantaloupe, and again, this is about 3 hours later, so it's almost like a second breakfast that I had. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't using all of my points, so eggs and fruit, can't go wrong there. So from there, I went to, let's see what we got here. Looks like for lunch I had a protein bar. So again, landed at noon here in Austin, had to be at this event by 12:30, so I barely had time to even check in. So I just grabbed a protein bar because I wouldn't be eating until later on that evening when we had a team dinner. So team dinner that night was Mexican. So Mexican can be kind of challenging when you're on Weight Watchers, especially if you can't depend on if it's not your everyday Mexican restaurant that you're used to going to. It's hard to know how things are prepared. Is grilled or is grilled, on a flat top grill with a bunch of oil. So it's very difficult when you go out to eat and you don't know the place. Or it's not a place that you would normally eat at. So I went with just chicken fajitas for 4 points. What I do is I always err on the side of caution, and there was some chicken fajitas in there that were like 2 points, but I feel like 2-point chicken fajitas would be what I would make maybe at home, where I would use cooking spray and I wouldn't really have a lot of points that would add up. Whereas when I'm out at a restaurant, I don't know what they have, what like fillers, what type of processed foods, things like that. So I just take the worst one, which is it was 4 points. Black beans, so they had a couple different options for beans that you could order. At first I ordered refried beans, but then I looked at the points and I'm like, oh no, can't have that. So I went with half a cup of black beans on the side, which was delicious. Tortilla chips were kind of my downfall at this meal. Still stayed within my healthy eating for the day, but I had 24 tortilla chips, which was about 9 points. Also had salsa, I was dipping salsa in there, and then I did have some guacamole as well with my chicken fajitas. I did not eat the taco shells. I just told them not to bring them. I just ate the chicken fajitas kind of like they were just like a stir fry, just with a fork, and then mixed in a little bit of guac or a little bit of salsa to give it flavor. That day for snacks, it was just a Protein One chocolate chip protein bar. So it was 2 points. I'm trying to think back to that. Oh, it's a smaller protein bar. It's like a snack protein bar. It's not. I had thrown it in my bag. So I had something on the plane, and I did eat it when we were landing. The first flight, I actually did grab that 2-point protein bar, just to have something. I was starting to get super hungry. So as far as beverages, on the plane, I love getting seltzer water. I always ask for the whole can, so it's easy to track. Coffee, I'm limiting it to 1 cup of coffee a day. The rest is decaf, so I'm not drinking my points at all. The only time I'll drink my points is when I make one of those protein lattes, or this week I hit my 175 goal weight, so I've been enjoying a couple glasses of wine here and there. But at the restaurant, I did not drink any tequila, no margaritas. Everybody's drinking. It was difficult, but I made it through because my weight loss is more important than drinking way too many margaritas margaritas at a Mexican restaurant. And the bonus part of that was I got to wake up and go for a run the next morning because I was not hungover, which is a very, very awesome feeling. And then I think that day, actually, I landed, so we had a little bit of downtime, and I actually went for a run, and it was my first 5K outdoor distance. So I went 5Ks nonstop outdoors, so another little non-scale victory there. So I've been running in Austin all week. I love it. It's nice to have warm weather that I can run in, unlike Ohio, which is super, super freezing cold right now. So I hope this diary helps. It definitely helps me. As I'm going through this, there's thoughts that are going through my head like, maybe I shouldn't have eaten that, or I'll have to remember that for next time. So if nothing else, it's good for me to have this exercise to not only create content, but to talk about what I'm eating, what I'm working out, all that fun stuff. So hopefully this is helping you as well. If you need absolutely anything from me, please feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have an awesome day.